Hello, Year 6. I hope you're all okay. Hasn't it been a hot one today? I hope that you are not driving each other mad and getting aggravated in this heat and that you are drinking lots of water as well. Okay, so I wanted to check before I read chapter 41 of our book, the last chapter, just that everyone has the information about Mary Poppins, the Bubble Edition. So well done to Mrs. Jones's group who filmed today. I can't wait to see that all edited. The other three bubbles you're filming tomorrow. Make sure you know what you need to wear, because if your parents email me, I will not be able to tell them because I don't know anybody else's apart from my own bubbles. We are also going to be filming Sister Suffragette and the Jolly Holiday songs next week. So this went out last Friday in an email to your parents. If you are wanting to be Mrs. Banks, Mary, or Bert, you can learn those words. The email went out with that website on that you see us using in school to learn the words and the backing track for that. If you want to be Mrs. Banks and Mary, that's fine. So we're going to film them on 2 separate days so you can do that. So if we say next Wednesday sounds like a good day to be suffragettes. Anyone who wants to dress up and be part of the Sister Suffragette song can be. There's no auditions. And we'll do Jolly Holiday with the Berts and the Marys on the Thursday. Does that sound okay? We'll send an email out to let your parents know that information as well. So with costumes, don't go to any expense or any stress. Just have a little look at the film and see what sort of costumes they wear for those songs. If you look like Mrs. Banks, great. If you just look like a version of Mary Poppins singing it, doesn't matter at all. But you can just be in a t-shirt and a pair of shorts if you want. It really does not matter at all. Okay, so we'll email that information out, but just so you know, you have the opportunity next week to do that. But great work so far this week, guys. So I'm ready for chapter 41. I'm really sorry if my phone's moving around a little bit. I can't find, May made this little stand thing that I've been borrowing from my phone and I can't find it. So you're going to have me a bit wobbly. If it's making you seasick, just close your eyes and listen. Okay, so the last chapter is called The Last Turn of the Wheel. 2 days later, we saw Salem and Aunt Gloria off at the airport. Salem grinned at me and shook my hand hard before they went through the passport control. Mr. Unique, he said. See you in New York. Mum and Aunt Gloria embraced in their usual embarrassing way, and Dad went to kiss Aunt Gloria on the cheek, but missed and kissed the air instead. Aunt Gloria gave Kat, then me, her hot, hard hug. Just as I squirmed away, she grabbed my wrist. Here, Ted, she said, take these and throw them away. I don't need them any more. She thrust her cigarette holder and her cigarette case at me and fanned her face as if she could no longer stand the thought of smoke. Then she smiled, and I remembered to smile back, and that was how Aunt Gloria became my 6th friend. Come on, Mom, Salem said. We'll miss our flight. He tugged her sleeve. They waved a last goodbye. Salem looked at me over his shoulder as the guard checked his passport. We were eyeball to eyeball, just as we'd been when we'd first met. He winked. I'm not sure if I got it right, but I scrunched up one of my eyes as hard as I could. Their plane took off as a large Atlantic high asserted itself across Lundy and Fastnet. It stayed fair with moderate winds for the duration of their flight. When we got home, Dad said he was going to spend the weekend in bed, but he didn't. He began cooking eggs, whistling the Laurel and Hardy theme tune, as if the hurricane that was Aunt Gloria had never been. I'm making my special omelette, Faith, he said. The one you used to like when we were dating. Mum rolled her eyes at him, but she smiled at the same time. Well, I like it, Kat said. If your mum does, you will, Dad said, because I know, and Ted knows too, don't we, Ted? Huh? I said. Know what? Mum and Kate are like 2 peas in a pod, and that's why they argue all the time. Mum looked at Kat. Kat shrugged. Takes one to know one, she said, and they smiled. After the omelette, which was very good to eat, Mum announced that Aunt Gloria and Rashid wanted Kat and me to have a present for what we'd done. Kat admitted to the 50 quid we'd not given back since being at the Eye. She gave Mum what was left over from our investigations. Mum laughed when she heard how we'd spent it, and she insisted it didn't count. We could still have something else. What? Anything? Well, within reason. I chose a weather watch. It's an amazing invention. It tells the time, but it also has an excellent compass and different modes. Now, what would this story be without me stumbling over words, guys? Anyway, when you press a button, it becomes a mini barometer showing the air pressure. My weather predictions have increased in accuracy by 31.5%. Kat said she wanted a motor scooter. Mum shrieked, Don't be ridiculous, Kat. You're too young. Oh, Mum, you said, within reason, Kat. Okay, can I have my hair cut and coloured at Hair Flare then? Hair Flare was where she'd gone for a consultation when she'd gone AWOL from school that day. Mum sighed. All right, Hair Flare it is. Kat came home later that day with her brown hair cut into different lengths, with a long, uneven fringe that kept falling over her eyes, and dirty blonde streaks like rain makes when it goes down a window pane. I wondered how she could see to walk. Mum's mouth opened, but no sound came out. Dad glanced up at Kat over his newspaper and disappeared behind it again. The newsprint shuddered. I think he was laughing. Don't you like it, Kat said, her voice going upwards. My head went off to one side. Kat, I said. What? I could have said she looked like a sheepdog that had forgotten how to bark, but I didn't. It's a real cool haircut, Kat. Through the strands of fringe, she smiled. My third lie. I wrote it down in the new silver folder called My Lies. It's in my desk drawer, and it's got a lot of growing to do. I wonder if you wrote down all the lies you'd ever told, if you'd fill that book, guys. I think maybe mine would be half full. Oh, anyway, he's done 3 so far. Just as planned, the Barretts got knocked down, and our neighbourhood looked odd at first, as if a giant alien presence had been beamed to another planet, leaving behind naked sky. And then I realised, since it's gone, there's a different view. When you walk down our street, just as you turn onto the main road for an instant, you see half the eye. You almost have to pinch yourself. It looks unreal, as in Kat's dream. It's moving so slowly you'd hardly know. The capsules of glass and steel glitter. The white spokes wobble in the sun's glare. And always Salem's silhouette is there, hovering in the centre, waving to us just as he did that day. Salem or not Salem, Salem supreme. It's as if that moment he boarded, 11:32 a.m, 24 May, floats on in time warp somewhere in my brain. And that's the end of the story. I hope you've enjoyed it. I really have. I did not work out where Salem had gone at all. It came as a huge shock to me. Anyway, we're trying to look for a story that can last for the next couple of weeks. So if you have any suggestions, we would love to hear them. I hope all my ramblings about the Mary Poppins characters and singing for next week made sense. Like I said, we'll put it all in the email as well so that your parents know. But please don't go to any stress at all about the costumes. Just make sure you practice the songs. Okay, guys, take care. See you as you go out at the end of the day. Sorry again about my wobbling phone. Bye.